Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Justin here from Ultimate Baseball Training, and in today's video, we're talking all about throwing accuracy. I'm going to give you some tips and some drills that you can incorporate into your training to take your game to the next level. No matter what position you play, whether you're a pitcher, a catcher, an infielder, an outfielder, it doesn't matter. Everyone wants to improve your accuracy. You want to be able to hit your target more times than not, and all of these tips and these drills that I'm about to share with you are going to help you get yourself there. Okay, so without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. The first thing I want you to think about when it comes to improving your throwing accuracy is I want you to start aiming small so you miss small. Aim small, miss small. And this is something that happens at every single position, but let's just take an infielder, for example. Let's take a shortstop, right? A shortstop who maybe has some accuracy issues. Most of the time they'll field the baseball, and if they throw a ball away and then you ask them, hey, what were you looking at? They're like, well, I was looking at the first baseman. And although that's better than, I guess, looking at the first base dugout, you can get a lot smaller than just the first baseman. So you can aim at a little speck that you see in his glove. You can aim at a certain thing on his shirt, but the whole point is aim small, miss small. It's kind of like when you're shooting a rifle. Those Olympians that are, they're on the rifle range. They're not just looking at the target, as a whole. They're looking at one specific pinpoint location on that target. So if they do miss that one spot they're trying to hit, then they're not missing the entire target. They might miss, a quarter of an inch, but they're not missing the entire thing. So the same thing applies to baseball. If you're that shortstop, instead of looking at the first baseman as a whole and just saying, yeah, I'm aiming at the first baseman, aim at one particular spot in his glove. So as you can see in my glove here, there's this Heart of the Hide logo. So aim at that logo, and even if you miss that logo, then you might end up somewhere in here, but it's still gonna be a spot where the first baseman can make the play. But if you aim just at the first baseman, you never know. Your throw could be in the dirt, it could be high, it could be all over the place. So aim small, miss small, that's the very first thing. The next thing to focus on is your body alignment. What I encourage you to do is have someone film you. So go to the field and field ground balls, or take fly balls in the outfield, take ground balls in the outfield, whatever. Have somebody film you making a play and then making a throw. So as an outfielder, you can go to center field and have Dad, hit you some ground balls. What I want you to do is I want you to go through your steps. So your footwork, I want you to field the baseball, and then I want you to make regular throws, let's say to second base or third base. And I want you to make maybe 10 or 20 throws and get them on video. And then I want you to go back and I want you to analyze your body alignment. When you come through the baseball, whether you do a crow hop, whether you do the step behind technique, are you square to your target? Okay, and it starts from the ground up. So are your feet square to your target? Or are they slightly open? Do you open yourself up like this? Or do you close yourself off like this? The first thing is squaring off your feet. And then from there, are your hips square? Everything has to be square to your target. Then it goes to your shoulders, okay? So body alignment is very, very important. I know from personal experience, in the outfield, I was always pushing balls to the right for a span of a couple weeks, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I did this exact thing that I'm telling you to do. I went to the field, I filmed myself, and I realized every single time I came through the baseball, I was actually leading my front foot. I was leaving it open, and it was premature. It was opening up almost like hitting. I was stepping in the bucket. And then what that caused is my arm to fall behind, and I was pushing everything to the right side instead of getting my feet closed and my hips closed and my shoulders closed or square to my target. That's probably a better word than closed, but my body alignment just wasn't there, and so my accuracy wasn't there. But as soon as I made that switch, my accuracy improved almost instantly. The next thing is we have to have a consistent release point. I'm not saying that every single player has to release the ball from way up here or here 3/4 or here sidearm. And I realize infielders in particular, sometimes you're going to be able to throw the ball from up here. Other times, like a double play, you might have to throw the ball from down here. But the most important thing is have some sort of a consistent release point for every type of throw that you make. So pitchers, outfielders, Catchers, you guys are all, you should have pretty much the same release point for every single throw. Again, infielders, it's a little bit different. You might have, when you have more time, you might be able to get your arm up here and throw the ball hard across the diamond. Sometimes you might, on a slow roller, have to throw underhand. You might field a ground ball at shortstop and have to open your feet and flip the ball from down here. But the bottom line, go to the field, work on it, and every single time that you field a ground ball and it's a double play ball, I want you here every single time. I want you to get a consistent release point, okay? When you have time, I want you to get to a consistent release point. Whether that's up here, whether it's down here, it should be natural, but find your consistent release point. Don't be releasing it here one time and then here the next, and then out here one time and here one time. You have to find a consistent release point. Consistent release point will get you consistent results. Another big thing that kind of goes unmentioned, and a lot of players don't do it, is you need to follow your throws. And that's not only, making your throw and following it like this with your feet. I think that is a little bit overrated sometimes. Infielders, throwing the baseball and taking 5 steps towards their target. Once the ball is out of your hand, those steps aren't really doing anything for you. However, I see a lot of players, release the ball and then they stop their arm. They're not pointing their fingers at their target and following their throw. So you really want to incorporate that. If you watch some footage of great, players in our game, Derek Jeter's a great example. I remember one time I saw some footage of him playing catch, and every single throw, he was finishing with his fingers pointing towards his target. He followed through every single throw, and it starts out when you're just playing catch. If you don't do it in practice, then how do you expect yourself to do it in a game? So start following your throws and point your fingers to your target. You're gonna notice an immediate improvement. One of my favorite quotes is, "The harder that you work, the luckier you become." And it's true with your throwing accuracy as well. You can't just watch this video and then say, okay, hopefully my accuracy improves. It doesn't work like that. If you want something in life, if you want to get quote unquote lucky, then you need to go to the field. You need to actually put in the work. So here's a couple drills you can do to start improving your accuracy today. The first drill is called pinpoint progressions. I'll actually link a video right here so you can go check it out. The full video where I talk to you about pinpoint progressions, how to play this game. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna place a ball on a tee, and then you're gonna try to see how far away from that tee you can get and continue to knock the baseball off of the tee. But again, go watch that video right here. Pinpoint progressions will really help you improve your accuracy. Another game that I love, I tried to play this every single time I was out at the field because it's a fun game and it's an easy way for you to challenge your throwing partner, is 21. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna assign a point value for each area of your body. Typically the way it's played is 3 points if you hit them where your head would be, 2 points if it's in the chest, and then 1 point for anything lower than that. But outside this area, you're not gonna receive any points. If your throw's over here, that's no points. If your throw's over here, down here, that's no points. So you're gonna quickly realize when you start playing this game, if you haven't been doing it, you're gonna say, hey man, I'm not very accurate, I need to improve this. But the more that you do it, the more competitive you guys get, the more you're gonna force yourself to focus, and you're really gonna improve your accuracy. So play 21, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, and you just play to see who can get to the final score of 21 first. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and before you go, I actually want to share with you my free velocity hacks. They're 100% free. These are a few things that are really going to help you take your velocity to that next level. So all you have to do to grab the free velocity hacks is just click on the very first link below this video. That'll take you to my website. I just need your email address, and then I'll immediately send you the free velocity hacks. So it's 100% free, no strings attached. So go grab your velocity hacks now. As always, if you enjoyed this video, leave me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you're subscribed because we're coming out with new baseball videos every single week. And get in the comment section below. Let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.